my name is Mishell, and I'm the Garden Education Coordinator at Beach Cities Health District. Thanks for joining me for our first LiveWell Kids Garden Lesson of the year. I know this is a huge topic, but for this video, we'll talk a bit about the role of plants in our lives, their structure, their function, and their life cycle. Besides providing us with our habitat and supplying us with oxygen through photosynthesis, eating plants provides us with nutrients, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. All the things that we need to grow and thrive. Plants are vital to the planet because they are the basis of all life. They're the beginning of the food chain. Everything that you eat begins with a plant. Without plants to eat, living organisms wouldn't survive. Did you know that there are about 400,000 different plants in the world with about 20,000 that are edible? Most people only regularly eat from about 20 different species, even though there are hundreds of other lesser known, delicious and nutritious edible species around the world. So, how does a plant work? Let's take a closer look at some of the plants we eat and we'll find out. All plants have roots, a stem, sometimes a stalk, branches, leaves, flowers, which are also called blossoms, and seeds. And the seeds will form usually in a pod or a fruit. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of roots. We have this onion that I pulled out of the ground in one of the school gardens. It has these roots that grow like this, but then look at the roots on the lettuce plant. All the leafy greens have much more shallow roots like that. This is a root. This is a swollen root from the ginger plant. These are roots. These are carrots. They're just swollen roots. This is the part that we eat, and it's underground, and the stems and the leaves are above ground. This is a beet. This also is a root, a swollen root, and this is the part that we eat. It's under the ground, and these are the green leaves on top. All of these other plants have roots too. Here's a carrot that was under the ground. You see the difference? This is the root that was underground, and this was above. This got harvested when it was ready to eat. This one got left in the ground and it made a stalk. Here's the stalk, which made branches, and there's leaves on there, and it made flowers on top. Here's the blossom, and now there's seeds. That's what happens if you just leave it in the ground. Some plants produce a stalk, like a sunflower plant, because it grows really big and it needs the structure of a stalk to hold it stable and sturdy. So it produces a stalk, which then makes these branches off of it. This was once a sunflower stalk. See how thick it is? Plants will produce a stalk if they need it. They'll produce a stem. These are stems coming right up the middle. It's not as substantial as that big sunflower, so it doesn't need to make a big thick stalk. It makes a stem, and then from the stem you have branches that come off of it, like these branches, and then it makes leaves on top of that. Here are the leaves of the plant, here and here. It also produces blossoms, which are also called flowers. Here we have some flowers here in the lavender, little flowers growing here. We have a bunch of flowers here. All different styles of flower. The plant also has seeds, which usually develop inside a fruit or a pod. We've got seeds in here. These two plants are actually related. They're both vines on the same type of plant. They're kind of cousins, I guess. The seeds are growing inside of here. These two plants are related. They're both nightshades. Here are all the seeds in here. This is also a nightshade. These three plants are all in the same family. This is an eggplant, and the seeds are in here. Apple has seeds. Pomegranate has seeds. They all have seeds. Even though some plants have many edible parts, we don't always eat every part of the plant. Sometimes we don't like the texture or the taste of some of the parts, so we usually choose to eat just the tastiest parts of the plant. Plants are valuable for us at all different stages. Many seeds are edible. Seeds are a powerhouse of nutrition because they have everything inside of them that the plant needs to develop and grow. Before it sprouts roots or leaves, it has to eat everything that's inside of the seed. So all the nutrition for the plant is packed inside of there. So when we eat seeds, we get all of that nutrition. A lot of popular seeds that we like to eat are pomegranate seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, poppy seeds, and so many others. Once the seed has sprouted leaves and it has the beginnings of roots, it's at a sprout stage, like this. These are sprouts, and these are typical sprouts that you could buy in the grocery store. These are freshly sprouted seeds. And here's the seed cap. I don't know if you can see them. They fall off. When you shake them, all the little seed caps fall off. And these are the sprouts, the beginning of a brand new plant. When they're at that stage, they're still packed full of nutrition, and they're really healthy for us to eat too. We eat a lot of sprouts on sandwiches or in salads. When the plant starts to develop from the sprout stage and develop into a larger plant, it grows a stem and leaves, and its whole goal is to reproduce. When the plant's in this leaf production phase, so that it can photosynthesize a lot of energy, we usually go in and harvest at that stage from plants that produce leafy greens that we like to eat. So there's Swiss chard, there's kale, there's our lettuces. All these leafy greens we enjoy in that phase of the plant's leaf production. These are also leaves. They can also be used to eat. They're culinary leaves. A lot of times we pull these out so that we eat this bulb, but actually these are leaves, and if you leave this in the ground, you can go and just cut this and cut this and cut these leaves and just eat them put them into your food. And if you leave some of them on there, this is the underground part, if you leave some of them on there and you just chop what you're going to use, then it'll grow back and make more leaves for you, and you can keep cutting from this same onion over and over again if you enjoy eating onion leaves.